puzzle to make a picture. Remain staying scattered, rain at a picnic. Nothing left in apocalypse. Kinda like a roach in the night, out of light, out of sight, spinning toxic. You'll be left inside a crater, by the polar like a glacier. Fade to dark, cold touch of death, feel a hand on your shoulder. Deadened in the devil's den, buried under dirt and the boulders. Fold you like a lawn chair coma, knock you into yesteryear, deader than a headed deer. Mounted on the wall, I got a mic, throwing wood in the fire. Cabin fever burning in degrees. I'll be waking up early, I'm out hunting MCs in season. Freeze them and I eat them. I'm the keeper at the gate as you're falling into hell, while with long leaving scattered remains. Bodies, legs, and arms, parts and pieces, kinda like a battlefield. I'll be ducking in the trenches, hit by the shot of a shell, now you're wounded. Feels like you've just been shocked by a school of eels. I'm the man behind you in a mirror like a phantom. Turn around, I disappear. Death is often near, severe storms in the sky isn't clear. Darkness remains scattered, the rain's pouring. Parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. Pieces, parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. Stars, you can see the future. Rhymes aligning in a constellation, kinda like a pattern. Massacre, walk up Jacob's ladder. Blood splatter, stairs remain staying scattered. I'm a revenant, the remnants will resonate. The premise in it like a tenant, life will get evicted. I wasn't born rich, treat a lady kinda like a porn bitch. Pitchfork sticking in your corpses. You'll be haunted by invisible forces. Hit you up in digital lyrical chemicals. 11:34 on the clock, check the time. You'll get attacked and mauled on a track by my rhymes. Taking them off into the woods with a pen. In a forest dark as ink, you'll be lost, never found again. Scattering remains like memorials, easy to identify like I was an Oriole. Birds of a feather, burning urban, turning letters. H.E.X, you know the name. Rappers ain't as clever, when I said it gets sent in the next dimension. Kinda like a man in a boat, you'll be fishing, but not catching nothing. Your technique is rusty, like to bite the bait, I got a muskie. I'm coming out the dungeon, it's musty. You disgust me, disgusting, leaving left scattered remains. Parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. Pieces, parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. You'll be left scattered underneath your house, an Indian burial ground, nights often haunted. Lake monster verbals, a wildfire to ganja. Summon like I'm smudging in the smoke, burning herbals. Smell as pungent as a Bigfoot, walk along the ridges. You'll be lost off in circles, like an alien abduction. Your sleep is interrupted, I seep into the beat like a toxin. How I planned it, I'm hopping, I maneuver, kinda like the Hoover. You'll be saying damn it, grabbing it back in abandoned church. Holy verses, plan to return into the earth where the dirt is. Certain sure to grow like a fine water, sunlight, you die. Bring a fucking rhyme to a gunfight, sunken in the pit, you'll be laying at the bottom. That is how you be, you won't be playing like a possum. Marsupial rhymes will shoot at you a funeral. DNA forensics are left under cuticles. You can see the wrath of nature isn't beautiful. Hit you with the twister, get torn in a tornado vortex. A corpse spin horns and a halo on my head. Better watch your step cause the floor's wet. I'll be doing surgery without the forceps. Hit you like the tusk on a boar's head, you're born dead. Parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. Pieces, parts often left on the ground in the hollow, lost in the forest and never found. Staying scattered, the days turning darker, the shades fade to gray in the grave of a shadow. Shades fade to gray.